Hello. Welcome back to Making It Up. I'm Isa, and today I want you to join me as I shop my stash for products that I haven't used in a while. I've been traveling for the better part of a month, so like the entirety of May. I haven't been able to use all my products. Obviously, you cannot travel with everything unless you're a minimalist, but we all know I'm not. I just want to shop my stash today, look for products that I haven't used in a while, and give them some like much deserved love. You know, that's like my favorite thing about shopping my stash. I rediscover my favorites. I don't spend a dime. And I still have that like new product satisfaction. So if you guys are Shop My Stash enthusiasts or just want to hang out for a while, let's talk beauty, baby. Okay, so I'm gonna be gathering things from the vanity, starting off with base products. They're all right here. I'm just gonna be putting things in this lovely basket. Ooh, super cute. Let's put that to the side. Let's start out with primer. I could go more like, I don't want the e.l.f. Jelly Pop. I've used this one way too much already. I think the Euphoria pregame primer is gonna be our pick for today. And then let me just grab an eyeshadow primer real quick. Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion while we're at it. This is basic, but I haven't used it in a while, so let's chuck it in the basket. For my foundation skin tint, I could go a lot of ways. Tower 28, Sunny Days. Maybe this one? I don't know. It's a gloomy day outside. It's raining, so maybe not the vibe. Oh, let's use the Nessamyric's Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint. I haven't used this in a while. For concealer, let's go to the concealers. I'm just so tempted to use my House Labs concealer because it is really, truly the best concealer. I'm gonna use the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear. Oh, I almost dropped it, but I haven't used this in a while. I think this could be a good one. I know this is like a weird angle, but welcome to the cheek drawer. We need, first of all, powder. Let's go. Not gonna use my Kosas one. I could use the cold milk one, but I never know how to open it. I think I'm just gonna go for my Cover FX powder. For bronzer, what bronzer do I want to use? I mean, I could go for my Makeup by Mario bronzer that I've been using a lot, but I will not because we're shopping my stash for this. Do I want a powder bronzer? I could use Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion, but this one has been discontinued, so... Oh! Okay, let me reach back here. Okay, it's dirty, it's being neglected. This is a Nessamyric's Balm Contour, I think. Don't really use it ever. So we're gonna use it today. For blush, I have a lot of options as well. So I could use the Milk Makeup one, but it doesn't really go with my idea and my plan. Also, spoiler alert, don't love this as much as I thought I would. Jillian Dempsey Cheek Tint, I've used a lot this year since I got it and I love it. You know what? Just because it's here and I haven't used it in a while, the Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Blush. This is the shade Intense Coral, but it's not super corally. And then for highlighter, I don't have a lot of highlighters. I mean, Glossier. I took this with me on my month-long trip and I used it a lot, so not using that one. This other Glossier one, not my favorite. For all time's sake, let's use Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. This is a great drugstore product. Moving on to the eye drawer, let me first pick some brow products, stuff that I haven't used in a while. This one I just used, Glossier I just talked about. Not feeling this one. I'm gonna use the Nabla Brow Ambition, just to fill in the brows, okay? And then I'm gonna use this Kosas Air Brow Gel. I got it as my Sephora birthday gift. I haven't really tried this, so I'm excited. Let's give it a try. I want to use a palette, I know that, so I'm not gonna pick any single eyeshadows from here, but I will be picking an eyeliner. Not this one. I want to use the Jillian Dempsey. And we're back in this spot to talk about cool eyeliner in the shade Burgundy. I really like this one. I have used it a little bit, but not to its full potential, and I don't think I've mentioned it. Eyeshadow palettes. What do I want to use? I have Natasha Denona all the way in the back here. This one could be fun to use. I'm feeling more colorful though, so let's see. No, I don't want one. It's neutrals. This one I use all the time. You know what? Let's take the plunge. Let's use this one by Pat McGrath. It was limited edition, but it's full of color. It's gorgeous. I love it, and I've been neglecting it. We're using this one today. While we're here, we're close to the mascara drawer as well. Let me pull that up. What do I want? What's the vibe? Brilliant Dempsey mascara is too natural. I haven't used the Refy one in the channel yet, so we're going for the Refy mascara. This is new, it's fun, so I think we need to use it today. And then staying in this beautiful area of drawers over here, let's do lips. I want to do something nude. So first I'm gonna go here and pick a lip liner. This is where I house all my lip liners and like my non-glossy lip products. And you know what, I use the Make It For Everyone all the time and the NYX one all the time. My problem is I kinda want to use the NYX one right now. And then I want to do something a little bit more glossy. I have one in mind, I think. This is the Deck of Scarlet 3-Way Solid Lip Oil in the shade Nude Ambition. And it's like just a very easy nude. And then I remove slightly. This is where I house random shit like my perfumes, some other stuff. Man, my setting sprays. I need to pick a setting spray. I could go for the Euphoria setting spray, but honestly, no. We could just do this one, but no. This is the Cali Ray Surf Proof Setting Spray. I don't know when I bought this, but Jamie Page talked about it a while back, and I just bought it. I haven't really tried it, so we're using it today. Okay, I have my products laid out in front of me. Also, got a haircut, baby, just a little refresher. So let me just pull the hair back. So I kind of have a look in mind of what I want to do. Not entirely sure how it's gonna play out. Maybe I'll change things up a bit, but let's just roll with the punches, okay? Let me just get started with the primer. Euphoria Pregame Primer. This is a daily protective primer. I like this. I don't use a lot of primer in my everyday life, to be completely honest with you. So this is a good product, but I neglect it because I never ever use a primer. But it is, oh, here. It is a really, really good, like, basic primer. It, you know, provides a barrier between your skin and your makeup. And it also just feels really nice and hydrating without being too heavy. One thing I didn't grab is a lip balm. I think I'm just gonna use the Edam, this is Le Chouchou, or Cuckoo, I don't know how you say this, lip softening balm. I have the shade Fig Sauce. Edam kindly sent this to me, and oh my god, so nice. So this was just by my bedside table, and I grabbed it. This is like the perfect lip prep, but also lip product if you want something that's super, super sheer. The shade I use is Fig Sauce. I don't know if I already said that, but it's like in my Lips But Better color. They also have a clear one. It smells amazing. It feels so good. It does everything. This is like a new favorite. While I let the primer do its thing and like sink into my skin, I'm gonna do my brows. I kind of want, like, I get it when people say like do your brows before doing the rest of your makeup so that you don't get, you know, like dandruffy eyebrows, which is something that I have a problem with every once in a while, depending on the products that I use. So I kind of want to get better at that. So I'm gonna be doing my brows. Let me just brush out any excess skincare. Ow! Any excess skincare or anything that just got on my brows. And I'm gonna use a Nabla Brow Ambition. This is a micro stroking brow pen in the shade Warm Brown. Not my ideal shade. It's a little too warm for me, but we're using it. We use the products that we buy in this house, even if they're not exactly perfect for me. And I'm just gonna lightly add this anywhere where there are sparse areas on my brows. Once that's done, I'm gonna use the Kosas Airbrow Clear Lifting Treatment Gel. I haven't really used this, but I got it as my Sephora birthday perk situation, along with a lip gloss that I lost while I was in the desert. So let's try this out. It's really goopy on the brush. I don't know if that's normal. It feels goopy on my eyebrows. Is this normal? Or, I don't know, because it says it's like a treatment gel. I would think it's like a softer kind of situation. It's not bad. I like how it makes my brows look. But I don't like how it's like really, really goopy. I feel like I need to like get rid of the excess so that all my brows don't like stick together. But it's separating them nicely. Okay. I feel like it's a little too goopy and heavy, so it's like weighing my brow hairs down. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I think I need to obviously play with this a little bit more. Maybe use less product next time. Now, this is a zit update. If you were here last week, the zit was doing the most. I put on some pimple patches. The huge breakout like oozed out of me. Fun, great. Now I have like mini whiteheads all over it. So I'm just gonna do an initial round of concealer for this because the skin tint is obviously not full coverage. And I'm just gonna kind of leave the concealer here and let it dry. Moving on to the skin tint and SMIRX Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint. This is in the shade 4. I like this. It is not my favorite, but I like it. I'm using it right now because it is like the colder months here where I live. So it's rainy season. It's not super hot. It's humid, but it's not really hot. And this is more like a hydrating skin tint. It's really nice. Like it really evens out the skin. It looks very natural, but it is more along the hydrating side. So I don't use it when it's super hot out. But if it's rainy and colder, I think I can justify using this because it's not gonna go everywhere. I have to be really careful with the brows. Now let's do some more concealer. Lancome Tonito Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. Really freaking love this concealer. Where is my concealer brush though? I haven't used this one in a while. I got it last summer. Lancome sent it to me and I love it. It's really good as an all over concealer, so you can use it under your eyes, on your face. As you guys know, some concealers don't really work on the face and the under eyes. So I wear the shade Buff N. And I really love applying this with a brush or a sponge. But whenever I want it to be a little bit more intense, we're going with a brush. And it really just perfects the under eyes, but it doesn't look heavy, which is what I love. Let's add a little bit more concealer to this man right here. No, it's a girl. She's a girl. It's not a man. Okay, now I'm just gonna do a little bit of powder. I'm not doing a lot of powder because we're using like cream products on the cheeks, but I do want to mattify the T-zone. So I'm going with the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. This is one of my favorite powders ever, especially if you have more combo skin. If you have normal skin, maybe you don't need something this intense, but I love it, especially when I want to mattify something. It just gets rid of the shine. Truly, truly gets rid of it. But it's not heavy or anything. Okay, moving on to the cheeks. Let me go in with the Danessa Myricks Beauty. This is, I don't know the name of it, but I think it's a balm contour. This is a little bit too warm to be a contour. This is the shade Light 2, so it's the second lightest shade. But this is really balmy. It's very intense, and I do like to use it as more of like a bronzy contour because it's not the warmest, but it's not a contour, like solely a contour, you know? So I like to use it to warm up my face. I haven't used this in a really long time. It's one of those products that I bought and then forgot about. But it is nice. Again, it's a little bit more balmy, so it's gonna look not dewy on your skin, but more natural. Depending on how much you apply, obviously. I feel like the undertone is weird, but I don't hate it. I remember liking it less than I do. I mean, it looks, I don't know. I like it. Something about it is weird, but somehow I like it. For blush, I'm using the Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Blush in the shade Intense Coral. This is a little bit less corally, in my opinion, and it's a little bit more like pink. This is a gorgeous blush. It is obviously super expensive. I didn't buy this. My sister gave it to me, but it is honestly very lovely, beautiful shade, and the littlest bit goes a long way. So have you guys seen, I think it's the boyfriend trend where the blush goes down. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about it? I don't know. I think it looks good on people, but then I look at myself and I'm like, I don't know if I would like that. But yet here I am dragging my blush down like a crazy woman. We're cleaning up a little bit. Again, this blush is watery, so it will give you that dewiness, that freshness. It's not super intense. It might look a little bit too intense. I can go in and add a little bit more powder later if I see fit, but it is a really beautiful, lightweight blush. Really enjoy it. Is it worth the price? I don't know. Like, if you have the means, I think it's a beautiful formula. I haven't really tried any other formula like this, but if you don't, I don't think it's like a necessity. You know what I mean? Last but not least, let's do highlighter. Do I even have a highlighter brush? Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. This is in the shade 10, Be My Highlight. This is really old, but it doesn't smell bad or anything, and it still performs beautifully. If you are not a OG YouTube person from like the past 10 plus years, you wouldn't know much about this one, but it is a beautiful powder highlighter that looks like a cream on your skin. So people really love that. It looks super natural. I don't feel like this look needs a lot of highlighter because I already added like a dewy blush, but let's go ahead and still add some. This is probably not the ideal brush for this highlighter, but all my brushes, I washed them yesterday, so they're still drying. As you can see, it looks very natural. It doesn't look like you have shimmer on your skin, and I really love that, especially from something that isn't a cream, because sometimes you don't want a cream, you know what I mean? So I think I'm most excited to play with the eye products because I haven't really used eyeshadow in a while. I've been like straying away from eyeshadow for some reason. I'm just gonna use the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the original shade. This is really old. I think I'm like running out of it. Yeah, I'm running out. But it still performs really well. It's a great eyeshadow primer if you're looking for one that is, you know, accessible to you. This is good. Before I do my eyeshadow, I think I want to go into the Jillian Dempsey Kohl eyeliner in the shade Burgundy. I would just want to do like a tight line, and then I want to run this across my lash line and kind of smoke it out. I have a vision. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but just bear with me. Highlighting is really hard for me. Like really hard. This makes it so easy because it glides on impeccably. It is just so easy to use, and this color, it's a little bit more purple than actually burgundy, but it is perfect for me and my color analysis, baby. I'm just gonna use the other side of it too. Blend this shit out. And because this is more of like a kohl liner and it doesn't set really, it's very easy to just blend it out. I am not the most skilled when it comes to eyeliner in general, but like pencil liner is more of like a new thing for me. I know it's like literally not a new concept. It's been around for ages and ages and ages, but I used to never use these. It blended almost into nothingness. You can obviously add more and more and more intensity. I just want to add a little bit, just the tiniest bit of this to my lower lash line. And I blend with my finger just to connect the two. Now let's move on to some eyeshadow. I'm using my Pat McGrath Mothership Mega Celestial Odyssey palette. This has been discontinued. It was a limited edition Christmas palette a few years ago. Well, holiday palette. It looks like this. There's a lot of color here. It is beautiful. I really, really love it. And I want to use this like purpley shade right here. It's kind of like a silvery lilac purple. This has very limited mattes in it, but I think we can make them work. I think I'm gonna go in with this one, which is like a dark pink, and just really, really lightly run it over my crease. I really want this to be just a tiny wash of color, so I'm going in with very little product. And adding this to the crease. These eyeshadow, Pat McGrath shadows in general are some of my favorite. They're gorgeous. The mattes blend out beautifully. They're not patchy. And the shimmers, what can I say about the shimmers? They're super intense. Oh, Pat McGrath knows what she's doing, okay? Her products are expensive but worth it. Like, I would recommend buying a Pat McGrath palette from her permanent line. because these are some of the best eyeshadows that I own. Now that that's all blended out, let me go in with obviously the shimmer right here. Gonna apply this with my finger. I forgot how much I love this. I love it so, so much. It's so intense, like I barely needed to tap my finger and I already have so much intensity. Do you guys see this? I love it. I'm applying it all over my lid. All over. Going on top of the crease color. I don't really mind. Okay, so I went everywhere with the shimmer. I got super excited. Let me just do another layer of Jillian Dempsey. This layer I'm not gonna smoke out. It's just gonna stay there. Let's move on to mascara because my camera's running out of battery. Yay. Refi, this is the Lash Sculpt Mascara. This is supposed to be more of a natural mascara. This is the mascara that you've been seeing all over TikTok and Instagram. The one that has a curved wand like this. I did a full review of this on Shorts, so I'm just gonna link that one if you guys want to know more. It wasn't a review, it was more of a first impressions, but I go into more detail. But I really like this, actually. I don't know if it works on every eye shape because not all eye shapes are like this. But for me, it works well. It really does separate my lashes. It is more of like a lengthening mascara, not so much a volumizing mascara. But it works well for me. It's a little bit hard to take off at night because it is waxy. So like when I want to take off my makeup, it is slightly harder. But you can see how beautiful it makes my lashes look. Also, not great for the lower lashes. And because it is waxy, it does hold a curl. So if you have straighter lashes, I think you could really love this. In the end, it turned out to be the perfect choice, but I really, really do enjoy this one. I feel like it's gonna be mixed reviews depending on your preference, but I love it. And then last but not least, we have the lips. Let me just line with the NYX one. You already know everything about this liner. It's so good. I really don't own a lot of lip liners, so it's either this one or Makeup Forever, and I took Makeup Forever with me traveling, so this is the one that I'm using. Perfection, and then I'm gonna use the 3-Way Solid Lip Oil from Deck of Scarlet in the shade Nude Ambition. This is really nice. You click it up, and it's very nude, but I think it works with this look. Also, very glossy and pigmented. I love these. It is so comfortable. It is long lasting despite being an oil. It doesn't move around. Last but not least, we have some setting spray. This is the Cali Ray Surf Proof Setting Spray. Clean, hydrating, and long wear. Let's see. No, smells like Barbie Malibu. Oh my god, or Malibu Barbie. Oh my god. The spray, like the nozzle, perfection. It almost feels like you have nothing, like it's applying nothing on you. It's so light. It's not gonna disturb the makeup. It smells so good. This is the finished look now. Let me just let this dry and I'll show you what we've got going on. Okay, so now that we're up close and personal, you can really see everything very well. For the most part, I knew that I enjoyed these products, except for the ones I hadn't tried, like the setting spray. But look. Everything just looks so nice, a little bit more dewy than I'm used to. That is just because of the skin tint, but just why it's not my favorite, but it's still good. It really does cover, it really, you know, leaves my skin looking and feeling so, so natural and nice. I gotta say, I'm so happy with how this turned out. I love the look, I love the eyeshadow, like I'm feeling myself. I don't know why I ever stopped playing with eyeshadows or using the Pat McGrath shadows because they're simply the best, but oh my god. Really love this look. What do you guys think? Let me know. Okay, I'm so happy after doing this. I feel so good. Just rediscovering products that I used to love that I've been neglecting. It's just one of the greatest feelings ever. I feel like a boss-ass bitch with this eyeshadow on my eyes right now. So now it's your turn. Go ahead, shop your stash, find products that you've been neglecting, and give them the love they deserve. Trust me, you will feel so good. Go ahead, shop your stash. If you enjoyed this video, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're into super easy and real makeup and beauty content that you can actually relate to. I upload videos every single week and I would love to have you back. I had a blast hanging out with you, so thank you for your time. I love you and I hope to see you right here for my next one. Bye! Mwah.